I'm George, and I am the lead singer, guitarist, and the principal songwriter of Rawkus Redz.
I'm Jamie. I'm from Rawkus Redz. I play the guitar.
So, Walk Away, it was written about Jamie's girlfriend, the late Whitney Hackett.
Well, Whitney was my girlfriend of almost 3 years. She was just great person, beautiful.
Whitney was a character, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. She was really, really kind, really nice, but she was very blunt. If she didn't like something, you would know about it.
She was just really funny and caring. She was one of those people that always put others before herself.
She was always honest, and she would tell you how things were because she cared.
But she started getting back pain, also the bottom of her back, just below her kidneys. That would come and go, but it was really bad pain. And then it kind of got a little bit more frequent as the months went on.
I can narrow it down to one particular event in which it all sort of unfolded. We were auditioning for Glastonbury 2018. We were all getting ready. The van had turned up. We were loaded in. Because Whitney was always an avid supporter of Rawkus Redz. She was pretty much every gig. Even when it wasn't convenient for her, she'd be at a Rawkus Redz gig, taking videos and pictures and whatnot. So she was at this particular gig.
So we went to the GP and everything, and she had the kind of felt her stomach area. It was really hard. They thought it was constipation. It was actually a massive tumour that had grown in her bowel. So because they thought it was just constipation, they gave her some laxatives.
Setting up generally is quite stressful because it's you have to get everything. You have to be on the ball all the time. You're always moving. You're always, just stuff like that. And so you're running around like a blow-arse fly. And Whitney is in. There's this little alcove, and there's a sofa there, and she's curled up, and she's in excruciating pain. She's pretty much on the verge of tears because she's in so much pain. Anyway, we do the gig. The audition is successful. We get to Glastonbury 2018, and we're packing down after the audition, and we're on the way home, and we're still talking about it, thinking what was going on with Whitney.
The pain started getting worse and worse, so we ended up going to A&E to see what they could do. They just gave her painkillers and shoved her out the door. This happened about 5 times. On the 5th time, they gave her a scan, found a growth on her ovary. They took that out, did some surgery, took it out, did some tests on it. It was secondary bowel cancer, so she got bowel cancer and it spread to her ovary, basically.
About a week later, Whitney has been diagnosed with category 4 bowel cancer.
Obviously, she was kind of shocked, really, because the people that age, she was only 19, so people that age don't get bowel cancer. It's mainly older people. So she was quite shocked at first. But yeah, she definitely tried to remain positive and, sort of live life to the fullest, basically.
But Jamie, he was doing really, really well with it. He was very mature with it and very, very, he was very supportive of Whitney.
Well, I tried to kind of write it from both perspectives. So obviously, because she's going to be in pain and she's got terminal illness, but also from my perspective as well, because I was also in pain and going through stuff emotionally.
And eventually I did sit him down and say, look, if we're going to do this, we're going to have to do this properly. If we're going to commemorate the person that was Whitney in the right way, we have to get this song right.
I tried to write it so it's not specifically about me and Whitney. It could be about anyone that's going through this. Well, in terms of sort of caring for someone that is going, has terminal illness, like a loved one, just what I kind of learned was don't treat them differently just because they've got a terminal illness. Try and make things as normal as possible. It's very hard to do because there's always that thing at the back of your mind saying they're really ill and they might not be here much longer. But yeah, just try and make it as normal as possible.
Obviously be there for them, look after them, be patient with them as well, because there's not long left for them, so it's going to affect them emotionally, and it will drive you apart as a couple if you're in a relationship, or if the relationship, even if it's a relative, it will drive you apart.
Preventative measures, like, I mean, I don't know what about all cancers, but for bowel cancer, if you feel constipated and you've got back pain or anything, go to the doctors, especially, and double check that you've not got anything running in the family, because Whitney's cancer was more than likely genetic. So yeah, make sure your doctors are aware of that, and just get checkups, because if you can get it early, it is much more. There's a higher percent chance that you will live, basically. So yeah.